Greetings, everybody. Just a very quick sports update from Tampa Motor Mouth, Joel Verlin, behind the microphone here, as of course past 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as pretty much seems like all the Black Monday happenings are done. It doesn't seem to be anything happening in Tampa, unfortunately. So much for any mutinies. Well, looks like it's another year of the Todd Bowles, for better or for worse, as the Coach Bowles said that basically the divisions he's won have earned him another season. So, yeah, we'll see. As you can make the general argument for him that the Bucks were competitive because week 18 they were still in the conversation. They still actually were alive until the Saints ended up losing in week 18. So, yeah, but I have a feeling if the same scenario or something like it or something worse happens next year, I think he's going to find that maybe the Glazers are ready to move on. So, yeah, past 6 p.m., nothing really happening in Tampa, so let's sigh. But yeah, lots of things happening elsewhere. I set the bar for over and under of coaches being fired. Three. There were a total of four, including starting off, of course, with Raheem Morris let go pretty much immediately, even after Atlanta won, beating the Saints, thereby denying the Bucks entry into the playoffs and the division, giving it to the Panthers yesterday in that crazy game that I'm kind of glad even it sucked as a Bucks fan. But yeah, with all those penalties and everything went the way of the Buccaneers, maybe it was just meant to be that the Panthers would get in and then lose the first game, especially with you looking who they're going to play. Good boy. But yeah, as far as the firings go, this is going to be a quick, short one. Firings go. Raheem Morris, and he wasn't alone. The general manager, Terry Fortnoy, hopefully if I got that right, he gone, and even CEO Rich McKay. So the Falcons really cleaning the house. I think I saw one story that somebody posted that Arthur Blank was stepping down. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works. He's the owner. So yeah, so we have the triumvirate for a long time in Atlanta. All three gone. GM gone, head coach gone, even the CEO gone. They are apparently bringing in Matt Ryan to consult and help the franchise move forward. So it's kind of crazy. You got Troy Aikman going down there to help out the Dolphins, or keeping Mike McDaniel, because nothing happened in Miami either. So nothing happened in Tampa. Nothing happened in Miami either. So I'm sure there was a equal kind of cry for change in Miami. But neither Tampa nor Miami. Nothing happened either football city. Then, of course, after the triumvirate was cast out and exiled from Atlanta, and that's always fun when your dinner is trying to say hello. In Atlanta, then of course you moved on to Kevin Stefanski being fired, of course, from the Browns. The Browns is the Browns. So whoever they bring in, will they be able to turn around the factory of sadness? Hashtag doubtful, but Stefanski out in Cleveland. And then, of course, one that probably saw coming from light years away, Pete Carroll, even though the Raiders are going to eat the extra years of his contract. They were just over. They were done with him. They're moving on to whomever's next. Probably a huge input from TB12 as far as that goes. The minority owner of the Raiders is the good God. The Raiders were an absolute dumpster fire. Can they draft an entire offensive line in this next draft? Good luck. Then the final move of the day so far, there hasn't been anything super crazy was, of course, yep, none other than Jonathan Can from the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, probably remember most of him uh, deciding to physically come in contact with a certain running back after how they dropped the ball right at the goal line, and he wasn't too happy with that, and it was then fined $100,000. So he hasn't had what you would call a fantastic year, as the Cardinals just set new records in how much can you be beaten, because at least they kept it competitive until December, when it was anything but. You can tell they just mailed it in. Screw this, forget it, we done. So yeah, so there you go. That's said 4 total so far. Still, you could have something, because you never know. Even though Black Monday is done, Tuesday something could happen. Wednesday something could happen. Even next week something could happen. So don't sleep on, okay, everything's done. Black Monday is over. You never know what's happening in all the inner sanctums of the football teams in the National Football League. But yeah, so there you go. So 4, I didn't have Raheem down on my list at all. I honestly thought he was going to be safe. They give him another year. But I did have Stefanski. I did have Gannon, and I definitely had Carroll. I also had Coach Tomlin down there, either walking the plank or moving on of his own volition, or mutually parting ways. But we'll have to see what happens, of course, with the playoffs, and if the Steelers are one and done again, as many people predict and think is going to happen, that still could end up happening. Not being fired, but just Tomlin deciding, okay, it's time to move on. And speaking, of course, of the playoffs, just getting to, not going to break everything down, but once again, the schedule, and I'm sure you haven't heard already 300,000 times just in the past 24 hours. Of course, Saturday will be Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Of course, that will be none other than 4:30 p.m. So another afternoon game for the Panthers. They're used to that. They're hoping the referee calls will go more their way this time. Then you have Packers and the Bears, the late one at 8 p.m. And somehow trying to figure out, oh, well, the Packers did open up as favorites, but now it's the Bears are favorites. Still kind of. Then we go to Sunday. Bills going into a Duval. Bills minus 1.5 favorites. That's the 1 o'clock game. Then 49ers and Eagles. That's the 4:30 game. And of course, Eagles are 4.5 favorites. And then the third game, because it's Sunday, 8 p.m. Chargers and the Patriots. Patriots minus 3.5 home favorites. And then the lone Monday game. No game tonight, of course. Feels weird after having a Monday night game every single week. Then all of a sudden, oh yeah, it's January. Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That game I was talking about. Then all of a sudden, if the thing that's going to happen is going to happen, as the Texans are 3.5 road favorites. Steelers do what they usually do, meaning lose the game. Then, yeah, Tomlin could be moving on to somewhere else. So, yeah, so my final thought. My final thought is very, very quick. As it's over, it's done. Black Monday doesn't mean it's over, because you never know. It's not over until it's over. But yeah, 4 coaches. I said 3. Hey, I nailed it. Whiffed with Tomlin. Didn't have Raheem Morris on there, and whiffed apparently with the Bowles, because he's coming back again. So Yeah, my final thought is just get ready for a wild card weekend. Think it's going to be good. Be better if you had all games on the weekend. You had 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and then this Monday night game 1. Just 3-3, not 2-3-1, which is stupid. But yeah, I don't control the NFL schedule. They do. But yeah, that's my final thought, which is NFL games need to be on the weekend. That's when football is meant for. It's bad enough. We've got the stupid Thursday games. Monday games are more traditional. It's just something we're used to. Don't add another day. We don't need any more days. Thursday is enough. In fact, if Thursday went away, I don't think anybody would mind other than people paying money. I said it was going to be short, so we are going to keep it short. As my own personal red light is saying it right. Put a sock in it and time to zip line up. So have a great Monday night, even if it means no football. But hang on, we have some fun football. 3 days of fun football coming up this weekend. Just sort of hold on to it and enjoy it while we got it, because all of a sudden it's going to be poof, gone to the mists of time. And I'm Joel Verlin.